Only a few days are left for 2024 to start. Every time, millions of people pick up a paper and write their resolutions. They do it with New Year resolutions and renewed enthusiasm. Let's start working on those resolutions. Maybe you also did something like this at the beginning of 2023, hoping I will learn this skill. I will become an expert in this field. But gradually, as February came along and the month of March arrives, the enthusiasm begins to wane, and approximately 95% of people abandon those resolutions halfway. But those 5% of people who are unable to fulfill their resolutions live crazily for those goals. They show dedication. These people make daily efforts and become ultra performers. They become pioneers in their field. Actually, these 5% of people follow a pattern. They know a formula through which they can achieve anything in their life. I will clearly tell you what it is, that pattern and formula. And if you follow it, you will feel that you are better than 95% of people in the world. Malcolm Gladwell published a book in 2008, Outliers, The Story of Success, in which he used a theory by Anders Ericsson and Bill Chase. The theory says that deliberate practice in any field or skill, if you give it 1,000 tries with practice, if you give 10,000 hours, then you will become a master in that field. You achieve it. You become an ultra performer. When it comes to learning anything, time is the biggest factor. If you remain consistent and spend your time with focus, if you invest, then you will conquer any task in the world. You become a master, a world beater. According to this theory of 1,000 tries, if you focus on any work for 2 hours every day, with this, it will take you 5,000 days, which is 14 years, to master any work. Then no one can defeat you. Then if you give 5 hours daily, almost any task can be used to learn a skill. If you practice any skill for more than 4 to 5 hours, you will struggle with it. For example, employees in corporate companies work 8 or 9 hours, but really only work with full energy for 4 or 5 hours. The rest of the time, they are straining their bodies and brains. Therefore, the rule of practicing for 10,000 hours is too much. Life is very short. In fact, 55 years, 14 years is a very long time. Not everyone is able to stay consistent. Many people get bored and leave halfway, give up. Consequently, research experiments were done on this theory, and the 100-hour rule emerged. The 100% hours rule, this principle with which you can master any skill in a short time. Work on your skill and build a parallel career with your job or studies. Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, Peter Thiel, all three follow the same rule. Warren Buffett, who is called the king of the investment industry, suggests finding some areas, skills that you can do and become so proficient at it that if someone else comes into your field and battles with you, the victory should be yours. He talked about the circle of competence, explaining that the entire area inside the circle represents things of which you have knowledge, such as playing piano, writing, or playing cricket. But within this circle are only those skills in which you are the best. This is why many people struggle to figure out what they are best at, and will only know what they are best at when you set aside emotions and do a self-analysis. For example, suppose you write in such a way that people's minds are attracted to what you write, but the voice inside of you is saying that you should play cricket, you should become a cricketer, but you don't know how to hold the bat well. If you are average in cricket, then this is the point where you have to set your emotions aside and self-analyze, figure out what you are best at. Once you figure that out, just hold on to that skill and start working on it. Don't leave the circle of your skill, just stay inside it. Because if you chase after 2, 4, 10, 12, 36 skills, you cannot become an expert in any field. You can't invest your soul in too many skills, one at a time. If you spread yourself too thin across many skills, you will not be able to achieve anything. But by becoming the best competitor in one skill, you can achieve a lot. You should learn multiple skills, but you need to focus on only one skill at a time. and especially the one in which you are best.